What up YouTube, I'm back. So Boku no Hero Academia season 4 is finally here. Even though it was a filler episode, I'm glad that My Hero Academia is back because it's one of my favorite shonen anime right now, and I've heard a lot of great things about this arc that is coming next, so I can't wait for what's coming. So let's get right to it. So there is a new opening obviously, but I'm just gonna say this, man. It was my least favorite of all the Boku no Hero Academia openings so far. Not the song, but the visuals. The visuals, I thought that they were underwhelming, for the arc that is coming, So I thought that the visuals, I didn't really like them. But the song, I liked it, it was pretty good. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. In that shot right there, we can see multiple new characters, but the ones that we know is the big three. Obviously, we were introduced to them at the end of the third season. I know Mirio's name, but the two others, I still can't remember their names, So I'm gonna learn their names throughout this season. So my bad about that. But the other one that I think we know is the guy behind Mirio. I think that's his master, and we're gonna learn a lot about him in this season, I guess. And we already learned a little bit about him in this week's filler episode, So we're gonna talk about him a little bit later in this review. So two of the most important characters in my opinion in this fourth season are Overhaul and this little girl right there. We've heard a lot about them in the trailers and the previews for the fourth season, so they're gonna be really important. I don't know what Overhaul's quirk is yet, but I can't wait to learn what it is. And then this little girl, in one of the trailers they've said that she can destroy the world with her quirk or something like that, So she's really important, and for a reason the villains wants her, So that's going to be interesting to see what's going on with them. Do they have a relationship, or I don't know, So it's pretty interesting. That was also in the opening, so I can't wait to know what's going on with her, because she has a horn, but we don't know her quirk, so we'll have to see. Anyway, like I said, this episode was mostly filler because they wanted to give us a recap to refresh our memories from what happened in the last season. And they do that every season. I think they did that in season 2, and they did that for the third season too, So they do that to refresh our memories about the characters, the name of the characters, and their quirks. So it was mostly about that, but there was a journalist that wanted to interview class 1A of UA, and the reason why he wanted to do that is because he wanted to see who was All Might talking to when he ended his fight against All for One, my bad. But yeah, he wanted to know who was the next symbol of peace, and obviously he was able to discover that that was Deku. Even though it's a filler, I'm wondering if this journalist will appear again later in the series. I don't know, but yeah, that was basically the episode. It was a way for a recap for us, to do a recap for us to refresh our memories. So it was pretty cool, but I can't wait for next week's episode, because I think that next week's episode is called Overhaul, so that's the main villain of this arc. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, man, one last thing that I want to talk about this week's episode is this guy right there. We saw him at the end of the third season in the last episode, and I think that this is Mirio's master, and that guy is gonna train Deku to become stronger, So I think they said in this week's episode that he was All Might's sidekick, so All Might probably had multiple sidekicks, and this guy was one of them. The name of the sidekick is Sir Night Eye, and like I said, I think that he's the one that trained Mirio, and that's why Mirio is that strong right now. And he's going to be interesting because he came in contact with the League of Villains, the group that Overhaul is in right now, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see what's going on with that character. But yeah, let me know how hype you are for this season of Boku no Hero Academia. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for this arc. Follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and I do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Dr. Stone reviews on Fridays. On Saturdays I do Boku no Hero Academia, Sword Art Online Alicization, War of Underworld, and One Piece reviews. And then on Sundays I do Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews for this next arc that is celebrating I think the 15th or 20th anniversary of the Naruto series. So stay tuned for that, because I will be reviewing this arc till March, so it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, man, hopefully this arc starts well. I'll see you next Saturday. Thank you for watching. Not follow me, but like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.